Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss what is meaning of bigamy. The literal meaning of bigamy is having two wives or two husbands at the same time. In Hindu law, a person who knowingly performs the second marriage, that is bigamous marriage, is guilty of the crime, namely bigamy. So in this video I will discuss the concept and consequences of bigamy as per the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Let's start with the first question, that is, what is the definition of bigamy? As defined by the Section 17 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, any marriage between two Hindus solemnized after the commencement of this act is void if at the date of such marriage either party had a husband or wife living, and the provisions of Section 494 and 495 of the Indian Penal Code, that is 45 of 1860, shall apply accordingly. So this section says that if a spouse performs second marriage during the lifetime and not divorced his wife or her husband, then such marriage is void, not accepted by the law, and it is punishable offence. Further, this section also mentioned Section 494 and 495 of Indian Penal Code. Let's check out what these two sections contain. Section 494 of Indian Penal Code. It says, whoever having a husband or wife living marries in any case in which such marriage is void by reason of its taking place during the life of such husband or wife shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. However, there is exception, that is, this section doesn't apply to any person whose marriage with such wife or husband has been declared void by the court of competent jurisdiction. Now, check out the Section 495 of the Indian Penal Code. Whoever commits the offence defined in the last preceding section, having concealed from the person with whom the subsequent marriage is contracted the fact of the former marriage, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. So this section says, if a person who deliberately conceal or hide the fact that he or she is already married with the person whom he or she is going to marry, in such a condition, he may be punished up to 10 years and be liable to fine as well. Likewise, all the provisions mentioned above are confirming the same statement, that is, bigamy is a punishable offence and such marriage is void. Now the question is, when is bigamy a punishable offence under the Hindu law? Following are the conditions under which bigamy is a punishable offence. The person has already been performed a valid marriage, the wife or husband is alive and no divorce has been taken place, and the person has must perform the second marriage with proper ceremonies and in due form. Now the question is, what are the circumstances in which the bigamy would not be applicable? Following are the significant points that invalidate the offence of bigamy. If the first marriage is declared void by the court, or if the wife or husband is no more alive, or if the first marriage has already been dissolved by divorce, or if there is no information of the first spouse, where is he/she from the last 7 years. Now, the next question is, who can file the case of bigamy? Normally, the aggrieved spouse, that is, either wife or husband, can file this case of bigamy. However, in case of husband, if a husband is in armed force and didn't get leave, then his close relative can file the case of bigamy. On the other hand, in case of wife, including herself, her father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, or with the court's permission, any other person who is related to her by blood, marriage, or adoption can file the case of bigamy. Now, the next question is, what are the proofs required to file a case of bigamy? While filing the case, as such no proof is required, but during the court trial, it has to be proved that the second marriage has been solemnized with the proper ceremonies and in due form. The second marriage must be performed with all customs and uses, and there has to be proper proof in terms of photographs, videos, people who have attended the marriage ceremony, etc. Last but not the least, what is the punishment of a bigamy? Once the offence of bigamy is proved in the court, the offender will be punished with an imprisonment of up to 7 years or fine or both. Secondly, if the spouse performed the second marriage by deliberately concealing his or her first marriage, in such a case, he or she may be punished with the imprisonment of up to 10 years or fine or both, Section 494 of the Indian Penal Code that we have discussed in the above slide. So this is all about the bigamy and its consequences.